Well, hello and welcome to yet another Friday. It's October 22nd to be precise, and this is Cord Cutting Weekly, the show where we wrap up the past week in cord cutting and streaming news. And this week we're going to talk about the ongoing dispute between Roku and Google, the latest subscriber numbers from HBO and Netflix, new content coming to Pluto TV, and more. But first, naturally, if you haven't quite gotten around to it just yet, please do consider clicking on those like and subscribe buttons down below. We'd really appreciate the support and you'd be helping out our channel considerably. And for all you first-time viewers out there, welcome. For every story we're about to discuss, you'll find links included down below in the video description. And those links will bring you on over to our news website, cordcuttersnews.com, where you can stay up to date 24/7. And without further ado, let's head straight to the news, starting with the latest in the ongoing feud between Roku and Google. In Roku news, the company's dispute with Google has yet to be resolved, and the streaming platform reminded users of that fact via a blog post this week. In the post, Roku lays out some of the reasons why the two companies have not yet come to an agreement, including a claim that Google wants Roku to give YouTube preference over other content options. Roku also says Google is asking for search, voice, and data features that it doesn't request from other platforms. In its post, Roku said, quote, "For Roku, this is about maintaining our independence, protecting our customers, and ensuring healthy competition in the streaming industry that benefits millions of consumers." And if the two sides fail to reach an agreement before their December deadline, that does open up the possibility of YouTube dropping from Roku's platform. You might recall earlier in the year when Roku and Google could not reach an agreement regarding YouTube TV, which was then removed from the Roku channel store, which led to Google creating a workaround of sorts, allowing live TV streaming users to access content via the regular YouTube app. And of course, this story remains ongoing and we'll continue to report back on any developments. Moving on, it is earnings time, so we've been learning more about the status of several companies, and that includes Warner Media, which reported that HBO and HBO Max ended the third quarter with 45.2 million subscribers here in the US. Now that represents a loss of roughly 1.8 million users compared to the previous quarter. The company cited its decision to remove HBO from Amazon Prime channels as a major reason for that dip, but it also pointed to international gains to offset those losses. In fact, globally, HBO and HBO Max gained around 1.9 million subscribers to reach 69.4 million in total. That's a jump of 12.5 million year over year, and the company expects to reach roughly 70 to 73 million subscribers worldwide by year's end. In other earnings news, Netflix shared its Q3 details this week as well. In all, the streaming giant announced that it added 4.4 million users to its total for the quarter, which brings the company's overall total to 214 million users worldwide. And Netflix is apparently optimistic about the fourth quarter of this year as well, adding that it expects to add around 8.5 million more users in Q4 as holiday content pops up and as the streamer adds more content that had been delayed due to the pandemic. In a letter to shareholders, Netflix stated it expects a more normalized content schedule in 2022 so long as there are no new COVID waves or other events that would result in large-scale production shutdowns. And as for you longtime Netflix users out there, does it feel like the content release schedule is starting to get back on track? Feel free to sound off in the comment section down below. Over on the Fire TV platform this week, Amazon announced that it has significantly expanded the number of local news stations available for free through its Fire TV news experience. Local news coverage is now available in some 158 cities, with the number of available local stations jumping from 126 all the way up to 259. The service has grown rapidly since it first launched with 12 cities before expanding to 88 markets earlier this year. And you can check out a list of newly added stations and the cities they serve in our full post linked down below in the video description. And if you haven't given the news feature a shot just yet, it is easy to access. Just head to the local news tab in the Amazon News app. Your Fire TV device should automatically determine the closest available city and local stations to view. And if you have checked out the feature, let us know what you think of the experience in the comment section down below. And speaking of Amazon, the company recently released a new 4K capable streaming device. It's called the Fire TV Stick 4K Max, and this week we published our full review of the new hardware. Of course, you can check out the full video in the link included down below in the video description, but if you'd like a quick summary, the new Fire TV Stick 4K Max is a welcome upgrade over the aging Fire TV Stick 4K. And you can find out more, including performance benchmarks, in our full video. And if you have picked up the new streaming device, let us know what you think so far. Did you upgrade from the older 4K? Maybe this is your first Fire TV device. You know where to let us know. In sports news, the NBA season has officially tipped off, and fuboTV users now have access to out-of-market games via NBA League Pass. Now, you might be aware that the sports-centric live TV streaming service removed NBA League Pass last season, but it's back this year. And users can add the option to their fuboTV plan for $28.99 per month. And yes, that price matches what you'd pay for a subscription if you went through NBA.com. The service offers live HD League Pass games, classic matchups available on demand, downloads for offline viewing, and more. And you can check out our full post link down below in the video description. In any case, NBA fans on the fuboTV platform now have more ways to stay up to date on their favorite teams. And speaking of sports, we're keeping a close eye on Disney following reports that the company might be interested in spinning off ESPN. The rumors suggest that since ESPN is tied to long-term linear TV contracts, while more and more people turn to cord-cutting and streaming live sports, Disney is considering whether a spin-off is worth it. According to Dylan Byers from the website Puck, the idea is that while ESPN remains lucrative, it's still tied to those linear TV deals, and it'll have to deal with subscriber loss as folks turn to cord-cutting. Those long-term linear deals can, for example, lead to games being offered on traditional channels but not on the ESPN Plus streaming service. We have a full post link down below written by our very own Raymond McCain, the newest addition to our Cord Cutters news crew. So while you're sounding off on your thoughts about the latest ESPN rumors, feel free to take a moment to say hello to Raymond. We're glad to have him on board. And last but not least, this week, we've got new content coming to Pluto TV. The free ad-supported streaming service is expanding its channel lineup with a pair of new options starting this week. First up is a channel called Pluto TV Soaps, which, as you might have guessed, shines a spotlight on soap operas, and you can get your fix 24/7, not just during the daytime. That new option is available on channel 146. Meanwhile, Baby Shark TV on channel 989 is also available for anyone looking for kid-friendly songs, lullabies, fairy tales, and more. In addition to those two new channels, Pluto TV also announced its slate for the remainder of October, and that includes Season 1 of Hannibal on the Crime Drama channel and a Chuck Norris marathon on the TV Land Drama channel. Now, that Chuck Norris marathon Roundhouse kicks off at noon Eastern on October 27th. And on Halloween, Doctor Who fans can tune in for a collection of spooky episodes starting at 3 p.m. Eastern on the Doctor Who Classic channel. Of course, you can find out more details in the post link down below in the video description. And for all you longtime Pluto TV fans, have there been any new or recent additions that have caught your eye? Let us know in the video description down below. And so there you go. Those were some of the top cord-cutting and streaming headlines from the past week. And yes, of course, thank you all for watching. Before you head off to your next YouTube video, please do take a moment to consider clicking on those like and subscribe buttons down below. Those really do help out our channel a ton, and they help signal to YouTube that it should recommend our content to more and more people, which in turn helps us grow our community of cord cutters and streamers. And before I sign off, just one quick note. I will be out next week, so we won't have an October 29th episode of Cord Cutting Weekly. However, be on the lookout for a post via our YouTube channel that rounds up all the top headlines from the week, and that should go up next Friday. And then I'll be back the following week to kick off the month of November. For now, though, my name is Philip Palermo. Thanks again for tuning in, and I hope you all have a safe and enjoyable weekend. Take care.